Hello again and welcome back to Down on the Farm, episode 12 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Right, I am just finishing off fertilising field 37. We're going to seed that next. I did say when I finished doing the canola harvest I was going to think about putting sugar beet in down these fields and moving the canola elsewhere, and that's probably what I'm going to do. So I've got the seeder sitting here waiting, and I will take that down and stick sugar beet in that field. I think that's what I'm going to do. I hope you enjoyed the last episode 11. Bit of a different one, just a kind of montage one with just music playing without listening to my voice, just sort of quick snippets of me doing those 4 fields really. I said I was going to do them a couple of episodes before, and rather than do them all off screen so you don't get to see what I'm doing, it just seemed like an interesting way of doing it. If you liked that, please comment, put on the video. If you didn't, you also comment. It's a learning curve for me. It's an easy way of working out what works, what doesn't. So what I'm trying to work out here, same as when I did my grass cutting a few episodes back, is getting more into doing in-cab view when I'm seeding and things like that. So what I've managed to work out, same as I did with the grass cutting, from in-cab, that left-hand light or the right-hand light, if I line that up with the edge of the field or the edge of the last row of seeding I've done, it keeps me pretty much on track and keeps the seeder where it needs to be. Works for me. As I said before, you can use the ridge markers on the seeder itself, but I always forget to lift them, or I put the wrong ones down and just leave a trench in the crop you've already literally just planted. So I just sort of found a point to line up, came out of cab, checked it a couple of times, it was working, so stuck with that. It will probably be different for every tractor you're going, but it works for me. And it does mean I can do a little bit more in cab, because I always found seeding, cutting the grass, that kind of stuff was always tricky because I couldn't really work out. Even if I looked behind me, I end up then just sort of wobbling all over the field and not doing particularly good at any part of it. But it works, so I will try and look behind without swerving all over the place. Yeah, not too bad at all. So I'll do a couple of spins round the outside a couple of times. Then I'll start preparing it for the kind of the rectangle I normally leave, so I can get a worker on it. Once I've got a worker on, I can nip off and do other bits and bobs while the worker is doing his or her thing. So that's what I'll do. Really enjoying the fact I did change these fields, and the way this comes up now almost provides a kind of natural entrance. And I know a lot of the maps, the modded maps, I've looked at videos online, and having kind of gated entrances to fields and hedges and fences and barbed wire and all that kind of thing, you know, you've got those very specific entrance ways to fields. I do like that. It just adds a little something else to it. If you haven't looked at that video, I did do one on for the first episode. I did a bit of a tour around. So if you haven't seen that, go and have a look. I have added a couple of fields since then. I think in the last episode, not the last episode, episode 10, I went up and did fields. Oh, I can't remember. They're right out of the way, weren't they? 34 and 39, I think they were. Yeah, 34 and 39. They've been changed now as well. I'm thinking of maybe buying another big one to stick canola in. We'll see. So we'll speed this up now. Well, it's already speeding up, but whiz around this, get it ready. So I'm getting to a point now, I think I can probably just set the worker to go in a second. So I will set him off and have a look at the seeder doing its thing in a bit more detail. That way I haven't got to concentrate on the actual seeding and keeping it straight and the rest of it. Using the Sammy tractor again. Good solid tractor. Let's get in on the seeder. See all the animations doing their thing. It probably will leave a little bit of a triangle, but I'll come back and finish it off when it finishes doing it. What I'll do now is jump up to the next job I'm going to do up to the yard. And I know for a fact, having done all the harvesting and cultivating, there are some very, very dirty machines. As I said, the harvester, the tractor, the cultivator, they're all filthy. So give them a quick wash down. Speed this up as well. They are filthy. A clean machine is a happy machine. Certainly should stop and break them down and that kind of thing. Right, let's move this one out of the way and get the other one in. Might as well hook all this up now. Perfect. Right. Get the New Holland in there, because you can barely tell it's a New Holland apart from the roof at the moment. As you can probably tell as well, my old cultivator, the smaller one I had in there, I sold and bought the bigger one. They did do the 10 metre one and the 12 metre one. Interestingly, the 10 metre one, I think it's the Horsch one, needed 400 horsepower to pull it. It was mad. So I thought I'd go with, I think it's the Lemken. Bigger spread and less horsepower needed to pull it. So that was a bit of a no-brainer. I didn't really move that harvester forward enough, did I? I'll park them all up later. Right, back to the seeder. I think it's pretty much done. So that's my first field done with sugar beet. I haven't done sugar beet yet on this map. So yeah, brilliant. Different crop to put in, something a bit different to try. I will go to the other end just to make sure it hasn't left any of those little triangles behind. Again, it's not one of those big. It's not a big deal really. At the end of the day, the amount of crop that's going to grow in those tiny little bits there is minimal. But you know, I've mentioned it before. Trying to get this last little bit, and that'll be us done in this field. Happy days. Right, first sugar beet crop in, fertilised, good to go. Just the growing part to do now. I'm thinking of probably doing another field of sugar beet. So I've got a few sugar beet. Yeah, might do this one here on the left, 23. You know what would really help now would be the follow me mod you can get for PCs. Because you're forever going backwards and forwards moving equipment around, that would really, really help. Right, I was going to take this back and clean it, because if you look at the windscreen you can only just about see out of it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get ready to seed field 23. I'm going to do another sugar beet field. Yes, because I'm thinking if I'm going to need some way of harvesting the sugar beet, which I don't own at the moment, and I haven't quite got enough, I don't think, at the moment. if I'm going to invest in a piece of machinery, whether it's one that I attach onto a tractor or a self-propelled unit, I might as well have enough sugar beet that it's worthwhile buying that. Otherwise, it's a pointless exercise. So I'll definitely do another field. So I'll seed that. Probably do it off screen. So now comes the dilemma. Sugar beet equipment. Now we've got the ones that go on tractors, but then we've got the two self-propelled units, the Grim and the Homer. Now the Homer DLC, if you haven't got it, it's brilliant. Get it. You haven't got to get it, but if you're going to get a self-propelled harvester, it's got to be the Homer, hasn't it? If you're going to spend that sort of money. So now I need to make some extra money because I haven't got enough. So I think I'll go down to the biogas plant and sell some silage, but I need my self-propelled feed wagon. If you haven't watched my episode on selling silage, go and have a look. If you haven't already watched it and you haven't gone to have a look and don't want to, you're about to see what happens. I'll use this. I don't own a wheel loader with a big enough bucket yet, so I'll use this. If I use something else with a smaller bucket, it takes forever. So at the biogas plant, now make sure it's turned on. It's like a big silage hoover. So fill this up, 12,000 litres. Do tend to get a bit of wobble when it's really drawing the stuff up. And now swing over to the digester bins, hoppers, whatever you want to call them, and line it up until you get the unload symbol come up about now, and unload. Now this is set on normal. I'm playing on normal. Haven't played on hard yet, but on normal, 12,000 litres at the current price comes in at about $19,000, whatever, dollars, pounds, euros, whatever you want it to be in your head. It says dollars on there, but 19,000 per load, not bad. So I do a few loads because obviously I'm going to need in the region of 515,000, something like that. I'm sure the Homer, yeah, I'm sure it's 450 something thousand, and then the headers 50 something thousand. So yeah, 515 minimum. I'll do a little bit extra, so I've got a bit of travelling around money. I'm going to need more than that. So I will keep doing the forage harvesting, bringing it down here to the silage bays. Try and have someone hand all the time. So in a situation like this, I have got some. Right, what I need to do now is turn the time up to times 15, because the hoppers, the digesters, if they're set on real time, they can't digest quick enough. So there we go. Jumped forward a little bit, and we are on the last couple of loads now. I have enough to buy it, but it won't leave me much more. So I'll probably chuck another load in. I love the animation on that, it's really cool. You know, it all opens up and it pours out, and yeah, very good. Yeah, so that'll be the next step then. We'll be buying one of those. Obviously the crop won't be ready to harvest yet, but if I don't buy the harvester now, I've got the money, I'll spend it on something else, and then by the time the crop's ready to harvest, I won't have enough to buy it. So better to buy it, park it up, and then it's there. I can look at it and be awestruck, that kind of thing. So I'll stick one more into the hoppers, and Then I'll turn the time back down to real time. As you can see, the time has progressed somewhat. I think we started this, well, I can't remember, it was around 6 o'clock, wasn't it? Turning the time up, the speed up. Yeah, 10 past 6 I think we started. Made a little note of it. It's now 20 past 8, so it took a while. It was a few loads to get there, but we got there. Right, so we've got enough. What I am going to also do, turn the time back down to real time. I'm going to stick another load in and take it back over with me to the farm, because at the end of the day, the farm always needs it. I can put it in the pit there while I'm here. Might as well take a load. Messed up royally. Okay, lift the header up a little bit so I don't get caught on curbs or anything else. I was going to check the silage. Oh, I haven't got the assist thing. Never mind. Right, back to the farm. Right, so there we go. Back in the tractor, sun's going down, early evening, the big decision. I'm in two minds now. I don't know whether to get the Homer or not. Well, that's the big decision to make, and that will be the big reveal for the next episode. Which will I buy? Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching.